Hey guys, Jimmy Pokemon here, bringing you guys a PSA Returns. This is the Aquapolis reverse holo piece of that big Aquapolis lot I bought. I think back in May of 2019. So I sent them off. They've come back, and this should be the first part of the reverses. So what I did is I split the reverses in two parts, the first half, second half. Then I sent off the non-holos in two parts, first half, second half, and then the high-end cards like the crystals and I sent off separately in a different submission due to the value. And this is actually the first one I've opened. So this will be my first chance, or let me make sure it's not right side up. So this will be my first time actually seeing how the set grades. I have not opened the other parts up yet, even though I think I have the second reverse part here. I think they shipped the same time, but there's a whole reason to split it up, I'll get into that in another video. So here we go. This does not look like a 10 string. It looks a little off. Oh, dude, we got a 10. Nice. And actually needed this card for a bit, and I hit it just before this submission. But just before this returns, I think yesterday or something. So that's actually kind of crazy. That's wild. Dude, so let's hope this 10 stack starts building up. Nice. PSA 10 Kingdra. Very, very nice. So, dude, if this returns as being pretty good. Oh, a little nick up there. Got a 9 on the Jinx, then that would totally make that $2,800 price tag worth it, because we got a 10. And so you got to remember, I paid that for just the cards loose, but then I also paid a ton of money to get this stuff graded, which it adds up. Ooh, Hypno 9. So we start off strong there with 3 10s, and we got 2 9s. Let's hope that 10 stack keeps going up. Nice. Houndoom. That's awesome. This is probably one of the best cards in the set. If you look at the artwork right there, him just perched on top, what's he about to do? That's just, it reminds me of Neo Revelation. This is awesome. This is a great artwork. Oh yeah. This is gonna be good. This is good. Oh, we got 2 for 2. And so this is number 14, and this is number 15. That's, dude, here we go, man. We're counting down. That first card down there is the Ampharos, number 1 in this set, which huge Ampharos fan here. 10, very nice. Executor. All right, dude, here we go, man. This is going to keep going. Oh, Nick up there. 9. And I think at this point, I should have numbers 1 through 20 complete. And so 9 the Espeon, one of the higher end cards in the set. So most of these should be duplicates at this point. And so whatever these grade is pretty much going to help me recoup my value from paying into the set. So help me try to get back to par. Oh, Entei. That's another big card. That's another big one right there. Oh, man. With Expedition, the whole set is stacked from front to back. There's no crystals, but the holos, reverse holos, they're stacked. Everyone's a big one. Little nick up there. Elekid getting the 9. So there are some baby Pokemon fans out there. So that didn't miss. But Aquapolis is not as stacked. And so there are a few cards in the middle that just aren't quite as desirable. Nice. Got the Electrode. Very, very nice. And a little nick at the bottom left down here. Donphan. One of the cards that was not a holo foil. And so if you realize the set has 32 holos, but there are actually more rares than there are holos. So they added a few extra non-holos in there. Little nick up here. Blissi, got the PSA 9. Man, these stacks are actually pretty even right now. Blossom, PSA 9. Oh, man. Ooh, our first 8. And with rares, I'm less sensitive when it comes to what I send off. So a rare I'm probably gonna send off, even if I think it's gonna be in the 8 category. Commons and uncommons not quite as much, but the rares absolutely I'm much more open. Nice. PSA 10 Ariados. Very, very nice. Keep that 10 stack as the highest stack. Here we go. Nice. Arcanine, another big card in the set. So it's Entei, Arcanine, Suicune, Umbreon. This is another great one to hit. Get just gorgeous artwork right there. There's so much detail. And until you really spend time looking at these and looking at the intricacies, there's a lot to appreciate with these sets. There are a lot of people going after Skyroad right now, and I think that I'll eventually transition to Aquapolis. And so I think I'm positioning myself well to grade all these and have cards available for those that do pursue the set. We got Nicks up here. So this is probably the Ampharos, and it's probably going to get a 9. Yep, it got a 9. And because I'm such a big Ampharos fan, I probably will keep this card just because nothing wrong with owning more Ampharos. I mean, it's kind of like me with no symbol. There are very few cards that so I have like the main collection that I collect like one of everything, and then there are a few cards that I collect like duplicates of. And so pretty much like Ampharos from Aquapolis is one of them. Any sort of Jolteon from like Jungle's another one. But there's like a few in between, and I just think it's cool just to have something else that keeps you motivated to keep building your collection. All right, this looks like a 10. Nice. That's a nice looking 10 right there. I mean, Tyranitar, man. Oh man, that's nice. Dude, that could be like the picture of this video right here. Dude, that's here. Look at this. This is what we're gonna do. Oh no, it doesn't look right. I was gonna see if I can take a picture real fast, but I don't want to waste y'all's time. Here we go. Next up. Ooh. So here's a question. How do you say this card? Take 2 seconds and say this card out loud. How do you say it? Do you say Togetic or Togetic? Togetic. It's up for debate. I hear it said both ways. I don't know. All right, next up. Ooh, Tentacruel PSA 10. I like the blue on this. I think this was with the set being Aquapolis and the ocean, and then like how prominent like those colors are. I always thought this was a cool looking card. Not the best card in the set, but still a pretty cool looking card. This is strong. Ooh, Suicune. Again, one of the higher end cards in this set. Hit the 9, but that's okay. That's okay. I will still gladly take a 9 on a Suicune. That's an awesome card. Pretty big nick up here. Ooh, Sudowoodo. Got an 8. I seem to, like, for whatever reason, if a set has a Sudowoodo in it, I'm like 5 times more likely to pull a Sudowoodo than any other card. It's really, really weird. A little nick up here. Steelix, PSA 9. Again, I like the blue edition of Steelix with it kind of being in line with the Aquapolis set there. And we're back to even. Let's go, baby. Oh, man. I thought this had a shot, too. Slow King. It's got like that pastel sort of like design right there. Who drew this? Oh, okay. Just trying to see who the artist was. It's neat. Here we go. Oh, man. This is not a 10. Another well, this is Slow Bro, not Slow King. That's cool. Same sort of style. And it's weird how, like, when I turn these around, the lighting changes. It's like Scizor. Nice. PSA 9. Here we go, baby. Come on. Come on. Nice. Rapidash, PSA 10. This might be one of the... It's either Expedition or Aquapolis. One of the two Rapidashes is actually pretty easy to get. I can't quite remember right now. I'm not sure what this is up here. It's kind of hard to see. PSA 9, Quagsire. And probably not a 10. Primeape. Porygon 2, very nice. It's like I always think he's like by a computer right here. It's like a little mini Porygon. He's like in a server room or something. That's probably like a machine of some sort. Or Zapdos is in the game or something. Big nick up here. Parasect, PSA 9. And Octillery, PSA 9. Someone pointed out the other day how sometimes the text is a little blurry on these. This doesn't have it, but it actually, I thought it had it right when I first looked at it. But you will find some E-Series cards where the text is blurry. It kind of smears together, smudges together. I've had them, I've sold them. I don't really pay attention to it. It's not something I collect. But another cool little fun fact for those of you that do collect E-Series, you may have some that are like that. Nice, PSA 10 Ninetales. It's a gorgeous looking card. Dude, so it seems like this set's actually doing pretty well. Like, it seems like we're in pretty good shape so far. Ooh, got an 8. The hardest part is how to price these 8s, because you pay money to grade, then you pay money like for the card itself when you divide out all the prices, like how much you actually pay for that Nidoking. And so it's like you definitely take a loss in the 8s whenever you try to sell them. Even when you sell them for like $15 or whatever you can get out of them. Nick up here. Ooh, PSA 9. I thought that might have been in the 8 category. That nick seemed like it stood out a little bit more. But I'm happy with the 9 on that. Solid 10 chance. Nice, Magneton. PSA 10. Here we go. And big nick in top right. Oh, Lantern, PSA 9. So I think there's another Lantern. Oh, yeah, first card we pulled in the whole thing. Duh. That was the first Lantern. I was like, I know there's 2 in Aquapolis. All right, so this is box 3 of 4. And that last box is like almost empty. Whenever I pulled it out, it was like there was like nothing in there. So this is pretty much the last full box we have. Come on, baby. Nice, Spinnerack. PSA 10. Oh, and I included some uncommons in this. I think I included an uncommon Pokemon because like when you actually split it out the set, like 50-50, you know, it's around like the 75 card mark. And so if I didn't, the rares just wouldn't be enough to get like that submission I needed. Nice, Skip Bloom, number 60. So it looks like we're counting down to probably wherever that Tyranitar was, probably number 40. Ooh, PSA 9, Sea King. So definitely, I think in the back half of that video, ooh, Seadra, that's nice. All the blue right there. I did like a little part where I went through and showed I think it's like a second part where I showed like my assessment of the cards, what I'm going to grade, what I'm not going to grade. And so I did pull out a decent bit of these that I did not think would hit a 9 or a 10. And so that's where the gaps are in the set. Scyther. That's actually a nice looking Scyther right there. It's probably like one of the better Woods of the Coast Scythers out there too. I'm trying to think, because I think that's definitely better than Jungle Scyther. But I'm trying to think what other Scythers would be good. Nidorino, PSA 9. Whew, almost put that in the 10 stack. Whew. Next up, PSA 9, Marowak. And again, you know, very consistent thing with this set is you will have a print line across the top. For whatever reason, it's very consistently at the top. Not really at the bottom. I'm not really in the middle anywhere, but it's always seems to be at the top. At least is when I notice it, that's where it is. It may be in other places, but that's the most consistent area of the card. You'll see that line. Oh, nice, nice, nice. I'm pretty sure this is one I still needed because that is an awesome card. That's awesome. Nice little Pika Blue here. Those of you that get the reference, really Meryl, but very, very nice. I like that. Here we go. Ooh, Magnemite, PSA 10. All right, come on, 10 stack. Dude, it's close enough that we have a chance. We have a chance to catch up. Golduck, PSA 9. Again, this is 50B. What's really weird in Wizards of the Coast, and a lot of you guys probably know this, but just to point it out, there are 4 cards in Aquapolis that have an A version and a B version. Basically, when you swipe the card in the e-reader, you had 2 different types of data. I think that flowed through. I'd have to double check like what's different on the data and stuff. But you have an A and B variant. There are only 4, but it increases the amount of cards you have to collect in the set by again 4 more cards. You know, if that's like a $50 PSA 10, that's $200 extra dollars. If you just 50 across the board. Oh, nice! So we got the A variant there, and literally just to show you, I mean, they are the exact same card at just from a visual like level. All right, we hit maximum recording time. All right, so yeah, you just have the A and B at the very bottom down here with the numbers. So put them in 2 different stacks, literally like A and B. All right, here we go. Next up, ooh, little Edgeware up there. PSA 9, Gloom. And I think this is a good chance. Ooh, for it. Got the 9 again. Big old print line at the top right there, just so you guys, yeah, you can just see the difference right there when you go through it. But it seems like the 9s are going to win out in this video. It seems like the 9s are going to hold strong. Oh, yeah. Flaffy. I'm so used to the Expedition Flaffy, but like right when you get that Aquapolis Flaffy, yeah, that's awesome. It's a nice 10 stack. It's a nice 10 stack. And Dodrio, PSA 9. All right, speed up a little bit here. 9, Bellsprout. Oh, this is a 9. Oh, Zapdos, PSA 10, very nice. Had a little nick right there, so that's why I thought it might have been a 9, but it looks like it's still at the 10, and you can tell that's like a factory nick just by the way that sort of comes across. But that's still, it's kind of cool. We got a 10 though. I mean, that's a sick looking card. I mean, look at that lightning coming out. It's like it's from the movie, like straight from the movie. And it looks like we don't even have a shot for the 10 stack to catch up. Got the Vileplume 9. But if you see that print line that we're talking about, it's actually shifted a little bit lower. And so what I'm noticing is almost every 9 we've seen, it has that print line. And the print line isn't like as consistent. I mean, not consistent, but it's not as, like, it doesn't happen as often as you might think. And so it looks like this set just got hit with it over and over again, where that print line's always up there. You don't find too many of the cards with the print line, but they are out there, if that makes sense. So it's consistent in the placement, but it's not as common as you would think. But what's weird is for this submission, it's like every 9 has that print line. So, and I'm not going to collect like a full set of print lines. That would just be crazy. That would be like way too OCD. Nice. Victory Bell. PSA 10. Come on strong. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's sick. That's sick. Gotta take a picture of that. That's sick. Ooh. Umbreon. All right, it's got some personal information up here. Okay, we got 3 cards left, or 4, or something like that. Dude, that's sick. That's awesome. I'm happy. I'm happy now. That makes a submission right there. Oh, Whooper PSA 9. And Weeping Bell PSA 9 again. Print line at the top right here. You see that big old thing going across. 2 cards left. Oh, nice. Voltorb. Again, it reminds me of that number 8 Electrode we saw earlier in the video. Very similar background style. It's interesting across Aquapolis. It's like you have the evolution lines. They go from like rare and common, and they keep the same theme with the background. So that's a really unique sort of flair to the set that I really like. And last card, Magic. What do we got? Oh, nice. We got the baby Pokemon, Tyrogue. Pretty sure that's how you say it. But it literally has a 3 that it can go into. PSA 10, baby. That's awesome. So when you think about reverse holos, you think about how hard they are to grade, how easy they are to scratch. You get the factory nicks with Aquapolis and Skyridge that are really, really hard to get. This is actually a very, very solid returns. You know, I really couldn't hope for anything more with this returns. I mean, this is top tier in my opinion. And so when I paid the $2,800 for the set, trying to get this to focus here, this is pretty much the best I could have expected. You know, to get a solid probably 40% PSA 10s, you know, maybe a little bit more PSA 9s, but keeping that 8 stack low, that's what made this returns, because there are some other returns I've taken videos of. I don't know if I've posted them yet. I'm trying to figure out if I want to post things chronologically or literally just kind of just throw this up because I just recorded it. But I have some from last year where the stack is much higher on the 8s. Like the 8 and the 10 stack is almost even. So I am very, very happy with how this has gone so far. And I may actually just go grab that second part of the Aquapolis, record it, and then go in and post that. So stay tuned. We have a lot more coming. All right, take care, guys.